Hey everyone, this is Jay Ridgway with FIS. I want to demonstrate a network printer utility I've created here for the employees at Ceridian that will work in the US, the UK, and Canada. So how it works is, let's say the US, there's a tab here for each office, everything from Atlanta down to St. Petersburg, same for the US, from Glasgow to Stratford, and in Canada from Calgary down to Winnipeg. Okay, so you simply select the office that you're in. For example, Fountain Valley or Minneapolis, St. Petersburg, Atlanta, etc. Let me demonstrate with Minneapolis. So in this section here, this is a list of every printer that's in that building. So if I scroll down to the bottom here, okay, we can see that there's 41 network printers at HQ there. Okay, so to find a printer, okay, I built some filters in here to narrow down the list to make it easier to find. So let's say, for example, I was on the 4th floor, the west side of the building, okay, and I was looking for a Canon model. Okay, you'll see it's narrowed, it's filtered that list from 41 entries, okay, down to 2. All right, and now if I want to add the printer, I simply just double click. All right, if I want to change my filter, I could change that to east, and you'll notice that it just shows now 8 entries for printers on the east side. Okay, if I want to reset my search results, I just click the reset button here, and you'll notice that goes back to the original entry list. So let me just add the printer here. So 4th West Canon. I double click on the button, and you'll notice as soon as I hover my mouse over, it changes. If we have a picture, it'll demonstrate or load a picture of that. We try to show some things around the printer, so it makes it easier for, say, a new person or someone to identify versus a picture of just the printer itself. So let me double click on this entry here, on this button. And you'll see it turns green and with a little progress indicator. And what it will do is it'll start adding the printer. It's downloading the driver off the WAN, across the WAN I should say. And in this section here, my installed printers, this is showing every network printer that you have installed. Again, nothing local, just network printers, okay? And you'll see that that printer that I just double clicked here got added into here, okay? So these buttons are color coded, and the reason for that is blue is your default printer, okay? And the green button is just a regular installed printer. If I want to set my default to, say, the Markham 2C printer here, I just click it. You'll see the background turns yellow, and I click the Set Default button. Notice that button will now turn blue, and the one that was blue will become green. Okay, I'll set mine back to 2A as my default, and now if I want to get rid of a printer, notice the trash can lid flips up. Just select the printer, okay, click on the Remove button, and it removes it from your queue. Okay. Now a few nice little things you can do with the other utilities here. You can see what's printing. Clicking the button there, it'll launch and you can see whatever happens to be printing at that moment. Printer properties, you can launch that GUI if you need it. Printer preferences, you can launch. And lastly, the web administration. This is handy when you want to see the actual web page for that printer. Okay, typically you have the IP address, you flip it into Internet Explorer, and it'll load up. So let me demonstrate. So I'll go to Canada here, for example, Markham. This is one I'll do often. 1C. So I put my mouse over the cursor. You notice loaded a picture. Click on Web Administration. The utility will query what the IP address is and open up Internet Explorer automatically. Put it in, and here's the web page. So if I would need to do administrator, if I have rights to log into that printer to do something, or just end user mode. Typically where I will use that is to check toner levels that's on a printer. For example, I notice the cyan is low, so that I know I can go and replace that particular cartridge without actually physically having to go to that actual printer or having to know the IP address for every single one of these printers. Anyways, I hope you find this useful. Thank you. Bye.